Hey everyone, this is the Red Baron taking a look at League's newest champion Hecarim and what kind of role he can fulfill on a competitive team. With spammable AoE damage from his Q and regen from his W, Hecarim can sustain his health in the jungle extremely well while having extremely fast clear times. Unfortunately, spammability makes Hecarim very mana dependent and the damage on his Q early is low, making him blue reliant and vulnerable to early invasion. When compared with other fast junglers, Hecarim also benefits from having strong ganking potential with a gap closer and a knockback. With his high regen and high sustain damage, Hecarim can be extremely aggressive when tower diving for kills. This is particularly true once Hecarim reaches 6, as he can ult behind enemy champions, fearing them towards his allies, and then following up with a knockback. So it's important to pair Hecarim with strong laners to maximize killing potential. Hecarim's high AoE damage makes him particularly strong at disrupting teamfights, where he gains HP regen from his nearby allies' damage with his W, making him particularly tanky. Hecarim would work as a very strong anti-carry, with the range of his ultimate allowing him to engage on the enemy carry and force them out of the fight, or in the case of short-range carries, provide enough crowd control to be able to burst down the enemy carry. Because of his high regen and sustain damage, Hecarim is very strong paired with supports like Lulu, Soraka, and Janna, who provide extra survivability and burst heals to allow Hecarim to control longer fights. While Hecarim has great sustain damage and high regen, he's not very tanky early in the game, making him vulnerable to high burst teams. He does, however, scale very well throughout the game, particularly as he gets tankier and because his damage scales well with cooldown reduction. Because he has strong sustained damage in fights and scales well from items, Hecarim also has strong potential in the top lane. Much like when he's jungling, Hecarim's mobility and disables allow him to combo well with an aggressive jungler and pick up kills in lane. This burst potential allows Hecarim to lane effectively against more aggressive top laners with ranged harass. Hecarim also exchanges damage well with Bruiser's top, although champions with high sustain and regen can win the lane. Both Hecarim's charge and ultimate can also be used for escapability, making Hecarim a very safe top laner as he can easily avoid ganks. Against tower dives, Hecarim's W gives him significant HP regen from damage dealt by his tower, allowing him to be even more difficult to gank top. Overall, Hecarim provides a nice mix of damage, mobility, and disables while having few glaring weaknesses, and should prove to be a safe pick in competitive play. Thanks for watching, and make sure to let us know your thoughts on Hecarim and what kind of strategies we might see him fitting in.